What's up, my dudes? It's the beginning of the weekend right now. Just relaxing at home. And guess what? 3 boxes come in from CGC. So we're going to open this one up first because this is the least of the... I'm going to make 2 videos. This is the least of the 3 boxes. This is a pre-screen, 9.8. Not really big books in this one. I do know what's in all 3 of them. Or at least most of the books anyway. So let's open this up. Bam. All right. 25 out of 25, 21 came in 9.8. All of these are modern, so they probably took a dive since I sent them in. I sent these in a while ago. Probably about 6 months ago, I want to say. So see what we got. We're gonna do what I usually do, which is take out, because there's multiples of different ones. So we'll take them out and then so you guys can see them. All right, my guys, this is the 21 books. Some of them might jump out. Mainly, it's these 2. Okay, and some of them obviously are worth keeping. I think Geiger is worth keeping for the long run. It's a book that just came out, and it's really selling out. I'm very high on Geiger, as you know. Nice House on the Lake. Another book that is worth definitely holding on to it in the cover A. My favorite, of course, is the John Gallagher Wanted Comics. This is the cover A for him. He had 3 different covers. I'm going to be holding on to the cover C's. Cover A I'm going to sell. Magnificent cover. My favorite cover of last year for sure. Actually, it's my favorite cover in a very long time. I mean, look at that. Looks so realistic, man. See the skulls and it's like they're reaching out for her. The back is also stunning. It's a great cover. It's a great cover. Bitter Root. This is the Juneteenth variant. This was pretty hot when it first came out. Just like most variants, they get hot. It also took a dive. It's probably a $50, 9.8 right now. These are the 7th and 8th printing. That's the 7th printing, and that's the 8th printing of Something's Killing the Children. There was gimmicks on this one where you had to get Berserker #2 and a coupon to get this. Then they printed so many that Boom said, you know what, let's just put them out there to sell and forget about the gimmicks, and they just put them out there. This was the highest printed of all the printings, and it's showing right now because it might be like a $60, 9.8 probably. Because it's Erica Slaughter, though, more than likely it will probably rise again. 7th printing should see an increase at some point. Barbaric cover A, another book worth holding on to because it's a really solid story with great art. And Tankers. This is like my third and fourth Tankers 9.8 that I have. I think all of them came back 9.8. The one thing of a bad idea is that their card stock is really well done. It's sturdy books. Yeah, it's sturdy books, and it's very creative. This can be something to hold also for the long run. I could see that becoming some type of series or movie as well, but that's not the reason that you should get it. It's That's the reason I got it, really. But yeah, this is probably the reasons, really, why I'm staying away from the moderns now, because they do come out, they get hot, and then they take a dive. I was willing to take those chances before, because the grading fees, in the past 6 months, they've increased right around $4.50 to $5, because shipping fees have also increased. It's more probably in the $6 range if you're including shipping both ways. So if you were happy, say, with a book like this, bringing in $15 for a 9.8 on profit, now is it worth it if you bring in, say, $8? And it doesn't become worth it at that point. So you have to be very careful what you get. Now you get a book, you get these kind of books, that maybe it is worth it to hold on to them. If you get something like this, even though the wait might be a long wait, you might have to wait a decade for something like Geiger, let's say, to really hit mainstream, even though the book is actually selling out now, and they're widening the demographic for this. The world of Geiger is about to become much bigger, so might be something to hold on to, in my opinion. So I'm not grading all of my Geigers just yet, but I do have a handful, especially the raws, the UK versions. I got them all in 9.8. I'm even thinking about buying a raw 9.8 off of eBay. They're going for around $200. You can pick it up, good price for a very limited book. But yeah, this is the haul for this one. Not spectacular at all. Matter of fact, this is like, if I were to sell these all, probably end up making, I don't know, $5 a book maybe. I don't know. Most of these have tanked. So, but luckily I'm in a position where I can hold on to them and sell other stuff that you're gonna see that's gonna be coming in 2 other boxes that I'm gonna have that I will sell. All right, let's see what didn't make the cut. All right, these are the 4 that missed it. These 3, I wouldn't get these pressed or graded again unless these particular books get hot at some point. I got a feeling Barbaric is probably going to be one of those books that gets hot at one point or another. Of course, Erica Slaughter, all her books are going to get hot again. It's just a matter of time. Bitterroot, I'm not so sure about, to tell you the truth. This is the one that really hurts that didn't make it, but I looked it over, and you see the waviness on this book? A lot of the boom books have this type of waviness around them. All it needs is a press, and it'll be a 9.8, because the corners, look at that, and the spine is beautiful. So this is the first appearance of Jessica Slaughter, and in my opinion, she is the second best character so far in this series. I mean, you might argue that it's James or maybe I don't know, Tommy, but I would definitely go with Jessica in that. Would you say it's the monster, her puppet, her octopus? No, Jessica definitely. She's created a splash, especially as of late, even though supposedly she is dead. But anyway, this is a book worth pressing and grading, and I'm definitely going to do that. All right. we're gonna move on to the numbers for this. Nothing spectacular in this, man. If this would have made the 9.8, this would have been the #1 book in the entire batch, I think. Aside from the John Gallagher cover of Nice House on the Lake. All right, let's go to the numbers. I just saw this on eBay, and I'm like, man, this is why you can't go by what people are asking. This guy's asking for $300 for the 8th print. Something's Killing the Children 9.8. Man, if I did that and I got it, think I'd be happy? Yeah. That's a little bit more reasonable. I think that's a lot more reasonable, $75. The truth is, however, now I've seen it go, so this must be the same seller, but I've seen that go for that price. But the real price is right around that price, okay? On auction, this is going for between 40 and 50 bucks on auction. So let's say you put it up for buy it now at 50, right? All right, that's the moderns. I sent these out to CGC July 19th last year. There were 3 submissions. It's 75 book pre-screen lot. $32.18. So I'm assuming $10.73 per submission. CGC charged me for this one $477.70. Comes out to $488.20 to $43. There's 21 9.8, so we are assuming the losses on the ones that did not grade, the 4 that didn't grade. We're taking those losses on these 9.8s, okay? I do that all the time. This way, those 4 books are still whatever I paid for them. Okay, that comes out to $23.26 CGC grade, cost for those 9.8s. Let's say I put this book out for 50 bucks. It sells for 50 bucks. It should. 50 bucks, it'll sell on my comic shop. Well, I'm going to pay probably around $3 average to send it to my comic shop. That's going to bring me up to 26 bucks. I thought I paid $10 for the book, but I didn't. I actually paid $16 for the book. So I go from 26 to let me see, 36, 42 bucks. 42 bucks right there for the books, 42.26. My comic shop is going to charge me $5 minimum for anything that sells for $50 or under. So if it sells for $45, they're still going to charge me $5 minimum fee. So now my cost for the book becomes $47. So from $47 and I'm selling it for 50 bucks, I make a total of $3 on this book if I sell it for 50 bucks. So am I going to sell it for 50 bucks? No, I'm not. Now, this is based on these fees back in July. Now CGC has raised their fees again. That would put me at a loss with those fees. Put me at a loss. So Something's Killing the Children is not, there's nothing going on with it right now. It's nothing. So we wait for this to become hot again, which it will, and then maybe I can sell it for maybe $75. If I'm lucky, it'll go up to $100, and then it'll become a pretty decent profit. I cannot see that book dropping less than, say, 40 bucks. I mean, on auction it can, but for the long run, I can't see that book being like that. You take a book like the 7th printing, however, Seventh Printing is actually holding its own, you know. Yeah, this is the guy that wanted to sell it real quick at 75 bucks, and he got that sale. That was a couple days ago. You know, probably sold right away, but for the most part, that book is selling for 100 bucks, 80 bucks, 90. Look, 100. If you put it for buy it now at 100, it'll sell. So that should be pretty decent profits, but I'm not willing to sell it for that low just yet. You know, I'm really not. Barbaric is holding its own. 80 bucks. 80 bucks for a cover A. Actually holding its own. That's the 1 in 15. It went for 80 bucks, but that's I guess it must have stayed there for a little bit, and then the guy caved in and put it for 80. I got a few of those too. I would not have sold this one right here. Where is it? Where is that? Yeah, Barbaric. This is the 1 in 30. I wouldn't have sold that one. 80 bucks. I don't think I would have sold it for 80 bucks. I would have waited on that one. Put it up for a lot more than that. And then Nice House on the Lake. Man, I love this cover. Best cover, man. This, I don't understand that sale. But for the most part, let's see what this is going for the most part. That's on auction, 5602. I would not put it on auction, not a book like this. That's more like it. $81. That's still an auction though, but that's for the cover A. 81 bucks, 86. That's, you know, I might sell these cover A's because I got the B's and the C's coming in, so I might send these out to my comic shop to sell. We'll see. Overall, though, nothing that you go, wow. You know, I didn't check the tankers. I'm assuming those tankers are 50 bucks also. Not even going to check. But nothing that really pops. You know, the Geigers, of course, I'm gonna hold 2 Geigers. I think they're going for like 70 bucks for the 9/8, I think. But anyway, this is why we're staying away from the most moderns anyway. Most moderns. If I were to be doing this again at the current CGC prices, especially with my discount going from 15% to 10%, which is going to be even more fees on me, I would have definitely not gotten the tankers, not gotten the Bitterroot. I would have still gotten the Nice House on the Lakes. I would have still gotten the Barbarics because those I picked up at cover price. I would have still gotten the Geigers, and I probably would not have paid. If I knew the print run for Something's Killing the Children 8th print, I wouldn't have paid the prices that I paid on them. I thought I paid $10 for them, but I paid $16 for them. So yeah, it does not become too enticing once you take all those fees into account. All right, my next video is going to be much better than this one, okay? And I'm going to try to put that one out tonight. Later, dudes.